Here we are, a couple of days after hearing from our Prime Minister what level 2 would look like when we move to it tomorrow. Like me, you were probably a little surprised and disappointed about the restrictions around gatherings of up to 10 people for churches. So I thought I might just give you an update on what level 2 as it stands now will look like at Holy Trinity Cathedral. In a nutshell, the same as level 3 and 4. We will continue to offer evening prayer at 5 p.m. Monday to Thursday, staying connected with the Dean on Friday, and morning worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday. That is, until we hear what changes are likely with the government's next announcement on Monday, the 25th of May. We will then reassess our position and our plans going forward and communicate that with you. In trying to understand the distinction between level 3 and level 2, and in conversation with some others, this is my view as we wonder why people can go to restaurants, malls, and the movies, but not to church. It would seem that the principle is we can be in the vicinity of strangers at an appropriate distance, but we must continue to limit the number of close contacts we have. It is the number of people we gather and interact with. The purpose is, of course, that this will enable contact tracing to be more feasible as the restrictions on our movements are eased somewhat. So, for instance, you can have a dinner party for up to 10 people, but not a family gathering of 20 people. You can go to a restaurant with up to 10 people, but you are there to socialise with that group who are at your table, and not the people at a table at the appropriate distance from you. You can go to the movies and potentially be in the same room with up to 100 people, but you will be distanced from them, and you are there to watch what is on the screen, not to lean in or move closer to others and make conversation, or to critique the movie you are watching. But the thing that marks church from any of these is that we attend to be in communion with God and with one another. So church is not the same as going to the movies or to the mall or to the supermarket, thankfully. It is an expression of community, which is why the maximum number of 10 gathering applies to us. So in an odd kind of way, being deprived of one and other's company for a little while longer is an acknowledgement of our importance to one another. We are not a bunch of strangers turning up at the same place. We are the body of Christ, and so for the safety of one and other, we will continue to be apart for a little while longer. While I find it hard, I also find that I am strangely glad to know that in setting this rule, Cabinet seems to get what church is all about. The sacred piece aside, it involves lots of movement, sharing, singing, handshaking, kisses, and cuddles. The big change that comes for all of us as we enter level 2 is the dismantling slowly and carefully of our exclusive bubbles. We don't only have to say hello from afar or by phone, text, or Zoom. We can be in the same room with family and friends we have missed as we feel we are ready. In the meantime, we continue to be a virtual church, a virtual community, together but apart. We have and continue to be. We have and continue to appreciate your feedback and your encouragement. We are grateful for the ways in which you have stayed connected with one another. Please keep this up. Until we can meet in the same place as a gathered community, may God keep you and those you love and pray for in God's tender care. Know that we all miss you and continue to hold you in our thoughts and prayers. Please know also that we as the clergy, if you need us, are available, and our contact details are available on our pew sheet and on our website. Please don't hesitate to contact one of us if you feel you need to. Know also that we do not make this journey alone, but that God is with us, and the promise is He will not forsake us or leave us.